Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here to, cut through the noise and help you really understand some compelling topics. Today we're diving into something that's usually seen as pretty complex, Bitcoin mining. But there's a twist, a way that promises access without all the usual headaches. We're looking at a platform called Go Mining. Now just imagine trying to mine Bitcoin without needing that super expensive hardware or the technical know-how or those, frankly, eye-watering electricity bills. How? Well, Go Mining says you can. And it involves something pretty surprising, a digital miner, which is actually an NFT. So yeah, how does a digital collectible actually translate into Bitcoin mining power? Let's unpack that. Our mission today is to figure out exactly how Go Mining works, what makes this mix of real mining and digital stuff unique, look at their whole ecosystem, and really importantly, examine the risks. We want you to walk away truly informed.
Yeah, it's a fascinating concept, isn't it? What's really interesting is how they're trying to bridge physical infrastructure, like the actual mining rigs, with digital assets. They're directly tackling those barriers, the high costs and complexity that usually stop people from getting into Bitcoin mining. It's definitely intriguing for anyone curious about crypto.
Totally. Because, let's face it, when most people think Bitcoin mining, they picture like huge warehouses humming with machines.
Right. Massive operations.
And that's because the traditional way has serious hurdles. First off, the cost of the hardware. Those specialized ASIC miners, they are not cheap.
Not at all. Significant investment up front.
Then you've got the whole technical setup, cooling, ventilation, maintenance. It's complicated.
Requires real expertise.
And the electricity, the power consumption is just enormous. It's practically a full-time industrial operation for many.
It absolutely is.
So given all that, how does Go Mining actually tackle these issues? What's their solution with these things they call digital miners?
Okay, so that's their core idea, these digital miners. And the key thing, like you said, is that these are NFTs, non-fungible tokens.
Right, NFTs, unique digital assets on a blockchain. We hear about them for art, music, but how does an NFT, something you own in a digital wallet, actually mine Bitcoin? How does that connection work?
That's the clever part. Each digital miner NFT isn't just a token, it's directly linked to a share of real-world computing power, or hash rate, from Go Mining's own physical data centers. Hash rate is basically the engine of Bitcoin mining, the processing power solving those complex math problems.
Okay, so the NFT represents a piece of their actual physical mining operation.
Exactly. They run these data centers filled with the latest mining hardware globally. Your NFT is your title deed, so to speak, to a slice of that power. So the way it works for you, the owner, is pretty simple. You hold the NFT and you get a share of the Bitcoin their network generates, usually daily. And the big appeal is Go Mining handles everything else. The setup, the cooling, the maintenance, paying the electricity bills, all that operational stuff, gone from your perspective.
Okay, that makes sense.
It means you could potentially earn Bitcoin passively straight to your wallet without managing any hardware. It removes those huge operational hurdles.
I can definitely see the appeal there, taking away those physical headaches. But it makes me wonder, why specifically an NFT? Why not just say a regular token representing a share? Is there something special about it being non-fungible? Like, does that offer unique benefits, maybe around trading it or using it elsewhere digitally?
That's a really sharp question. And yes, using NFTs isn't just arbitrary. It brings specific advantages. First, because each NFT is unique, even if they represent the same hash rate, they can have individual characteristics. You can potentially upgrade your specific miner NFT, for instance. It creates a stronger sense of individual ownership. And maybe more importantly, NFTs thrive on secondary markets. You can list your digital miner NFT for sale on various marketplaces, trade it, potentially capture value appreciation beyond just the mining rewards. That gives it liquidity.
Okay, so you can actually sell the miner itself, not just collect the Bitcoin.
Precisely. It adds another layer to the investment. Plus, looking ahead, the NFT structure opens doors for Web3 integration. Imagine, maybe someday, using your miner in a blockchain game or a metaverse. That potential for broader utility is something a standard fungible token might not offer as easily.
So it's about unique ownership, tradability, and future possibilities.
Got it. It positions it as a more dynamic digital asset, not just a passive contract.
Okay, so the digital miner NFT tackles the hardware problem really elegantly. But a strong platform needs more than just one core idea, right? What else is in the Go mining ecosystem? What have they built around these NFTs?
Right, they've definitely built out more. It's not just about holding the NFT. A key piece is the Go mining token.
Okay, a utility token.
Exactly. It's the main currency in their platform. You'd use Go mining tokens to buy new digital miner NFTs, or, interestingly, to upgrade the ones you already own, boosting their mining power and your potential earnings.
So it fuels the internal economy. Does it do anything else?
Yes, quite a bit, actually. Holding Go mining tokens gives you practical benefits, like discounts on the electricity and maintenance fees associated with your NFT miner.
Oh, that's interesting. So holding the token can directly improve your profitability?
Potentially, yes. Those fees are a running cost, so discounts can add up over time. It incentivizes holding the token long term. And there's another layer, governance. Token holders can vote on certain platform decisions, giving the community a say in how Go mining evolves.
Discounts and voting rights. That adds some depth.
Yeah.
You also mentioned something gamified. Miner wars. That sounds unexpected for a mining platform.
It definitely is a unique twist. Miner Wars is basically a GameFi element, a blockchain-based game integrated into the platform. Players can compete using their miners for extra Bitcoin and Go mining rewards.
How does that work?
You can form groups called clans, strategize with others, use special boosts likely purchased or earned to temporarily increase your mining power within the game context and try to win payouts.
So they're trying to make mining fun.
Yeah.
And competitive.
It seems like it. It adds this layer of engagement, community building. Maybe it attracts users who enjoy that competitive aspect. It also differentiates them quite a bit from standard, maybe drier cloud mining services.
Blending finance with gaming. That's clever. Okay, so you have the NFT miner, the token, the game. How do people actually use their miners day to day? Are there different ways to participate?
Yes, they offer two main routes. First is solo mining. You just hold your NFT and your rewards depend entirely on your own hash rate. It's simpler, but potentially less predictable. You're hoping your miner gets lucky.
Right, like buying an individual lottery ticket versus joining a pool.
Exactly. The alternative is pool mining. You join your hash rate with lots of other users. The pool works together, finds blocks more consistently, and then the rewards are shared out based on everyone's contribution.
Which probably means smaller, but more regular payouts.
Generally, yes. Pool mining is often preferred for that predictability, especially if you're looking for more consistent passive income streams.
Okay. And how do you manage all this? Is there an app?
There is. They have a user-friendly app designed to be pretty straightforward even for newcomers. It has a dashboard to track your earnings, check your miner stats, manage your crypto wallet. It also includes a useful crypto mining calculator. You can plug in numbers and estimate potential earnings before you commit.
Handy.
Yeah. So putting it all together, the NFTs, the token, the game, the mining options, the app, they've really tried to create a whole, ecosystem around making mining accessible and engaging.
It certainly sounds comprehensive.
Yeah.
Way more than just buying hash rate.
Yeah.
But, okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Anytime you talk about crypto platforms promising passive income, people inevitably ask, is Go mining legit? Or is it a scam?
Yeah.
That's always a major concern. How do we assess that? You mentioned transparency and real infrastructure. What does that actually mean for someone trying to check?
It's the crucial question, absolutely. And based on most reviews and the information out there, Go mining is generally seen as a legitimate platform. Now, the reason for that perception is important. It's not pitched as some kind of get-rich-quick scheme, which is often a huge red flag. They position it as a long-term investment.
Okay.
And crucially, it's backed by real-world assets, those physical data centers generating the actual hash rate. They aim for transparency about their operations.
What does that transparency look like practically? Can you see the data centers?
Well, reputable platforms, including Go mining, typically share information about their data center locations. They might provide verifiable hash rate data through public mining pool dashboards or partner confirmations. Some might even offer things like third-party audits, though that varies. Also, the fact that they've been operating for a few years now helps build credibility. Longevity matters in the crypto space. It shows they're navigating the market and maintaining operations.
Okay, so having tangible assets and operational history helps build that legitimate feel. But even if the platform itself is legit, investing always has risks, right? Especially in crypto.
Right.
What are the key risks and considerations someone absolutely needs to understand before jumping into Go mining?
Absolutely critical to cover this. Even with the legitimate operation, risks are definitely there. First off, high initial investment and potentially slow ROI. While getting started might seem accessible, recouping your initial cost for the NFT miner can take a while.
How long are we talking?
It varies hugely, but based on market conditions and your investment size, you could be looking at, say, 15, maybe 20 months, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. It really depends. It's not quick cash. It requires patience.
Got it. Long-term perspective needed. What else?
Second, the big one, market volatility. Your returns are directly tied to the price of Bitcoin and the overall crypto market. If Bitcoin's price tanks, your earnings in dollar terms will drop, even if you're mining the same amount of BTC.
Right. The value of what you're mining can swing wildly.
Exactly. That's an external risk you can't control. And then third, there are execution risks.
Meaning?
Risks related to Go Mining's actual operations. Things like data center uptime. What if there's downtime due to maintenance or technical issues? That affects your hash rate. And there's also the digital side, the risk of smart contract bugs. The NFTs and the token operate using smart contracts on the blockchain. If there's a flaw in the code, it could potentially lead to issues, vulnerabilities, or even loss of funds.
So abstracting away the physical work introduces reliance on the platform's operational and digital security.
That's a good way to put it. You're trading direct hardware management for trust in their platform's competence and security. So, summing that up, Go Mining offers a genuinely accessible way into Bitcoin mining, which is pretty revolutionary. But it is absolutely a long-term investment, and it comes with significant risks tied to the crypto market, the platform's operations, and the underlying technology. You need to weigh those carefully.
That provides a really clear, balanced view. We've gone from understanding how an NFT can represent real mining power through their whole ecosystem with the token in the game and landed on the critical risks involved. Go Mining's approach blending real assets, NFTs, and GameFi to open up Bitcoin mining is undeniably innovative. It's a fascinating example of tech-changing access. Thanks for walking us through all that.
My pleasure. You know, this whole model mixing a physical industry like mining with digital ownership through NFTs and adding gamification, it really highlights a powerful trend. It makes you wonder, could this kind of hybrid approach, offering easier access and engagement, become a model for other complex or traditionally exclusive assets in the future? Something for you, the listener, to think about how these different technologies are converging and potentially reshaping how we access and interact with value. There's definitely more to watch in this space.